Oh,
it's like the story continues.
It's not Turbo Alpha Gen X.
Yeah,
Street Fighter 4 Turbo Alpha
not,
Mega Generation X.
What color is Blanca in this one?
Blanca is green.
Oh, fine.
And it's actually voiced by Raul Julia.
Yes.
Oh wait,
That's Bison.
oh wait, he's dead.
No, they saved his artificial intelligence file and implanted him into Bison penis. That's why they look so much
I'm
the
sorry,
same.
Blanca's the green dude, right?
What am I doing? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just looking at these weird things.
So we've been to I've been to a couple lands recently, and
Which ones?
fights
Fights.
went to fights last couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Pretty good land. It was a little bit hot for my taste.
Yeah. Most places have problems with having that many computers in one building. The ACs.
Yeah, it was hot.
Was it at the hotel again?
It was at a different hotel, Holiday Inn.
Alright.
And let me tell you something. If they throw that land there again, I'm going again because there was a bar next to the land called Hardware.
Oh, nice.
And it was sort of like Coyote Ugly. It was fucking awesome.
Okay.
You'd go in there and get smashed, and then go play Left 4 Dead, and it was fucking. Don't tell them that. They'll never know. I mean, they don't know who I am. But
Didn't he introduce himself in the beginning?
no, I'm not Wild Turkey.
No, that's your job.
But yeah, so fights is a good event to go to. They're pretty regular.
Yeah, absolutely. They threw on a good show, and we had a lot of good fun out there. They have good tournaments.
No dead
They do have
time.
good tournaments.
I would rank the players that are out there are a little bit less than average. I'm not saying they're horrible. I'm just saying
Like
their
skill level.
competitive skill level. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's more. It's not. So
Well,
it's not for
that's
pro
not
gamers.
necessary.
It's
Yeah.
not a pro gamer environment. It's more of a fun environment.
Well, yeah, exactly. Some events you don't want it to be where the level of competition is so high that you can't even play, Pac-Man and win or something like that. You have to actually be able to have a good time there. I mean,
Absolutely.
Otherwise, why would you come back?
Well, if you were into competitive stuff, then you would want to come back if it was more of a competitive scene. But if you're like a ultimate pro gamer, then you'll probably go there and wipe the playing field and never go back there again. I mean, they don't have it set up for that. That was more for fun.
There's one thing I can't stand is people who do that and who just come to the event, win, and then leave.
Yeah.
Well,
like
yeah.
Uzi.
Most
joking, Uzi. There goes.
What's going on?
So, I mean, but
Call of Duty land? I'm there. It's in Canada, on my way.
they have. Speaking of lands in Canada, there is a LAN party in Canada that's 600 man.
What? I think is it
ETS?
I don't know. Look it
Yeah,
up.
so that's what I thought it was.
I know them all.
I saw a lot of that. There were a lot of lands up in New
producer's
York
slacking here.
that post on Elpane. Elpane has a lot of land parties.
Elpane's actually a coalition of gamers.
yeah.
It's not just
land groups.
Yeah, well, so is Pitco.
And so
Yeah.
is GXL.
Hey,
Not
it
really.
used to be.
Not
used to be.
anymore.
It used to be, but no. So I think Pitco's having a LAN coming up. I'm going to be going to that one. It's a day long. I wish they made it longer.
Yeah,
It sounds-
Pico's
Okay.
happening on March 21st. It's 24 hours. I got some information on some
Awesome.
of the new lands coming up. It's also on the same day as land in Delaware. It's a small one, nothing worthy.
What's the one in Delaware? What's that called?
It's Extreme Lands.
Oh.
The guys down there are trying
Extreme?
to. They're trying to recreate the feel and the good times of Wicked Lands and some of the other events that were down there.
Does that involve a flaming pinata or something? What's the feel? Give me the feel for that land.
Well, it was they had
Oh,
they had good lands, mostly
You said
friends. They weren't very competitive, but it was all about having a good time. And for the longest time, Delaware and parts of Pennsylvania, mostly Philly area, have been lacking in lands of late.
land lackers.
Land lackers. But it's good to have somebody actually come back and try to revive that
Yeah,
scene.
I think there's been a little bit of a pause, and then some of these groups are going to come back.
Other than land is ETS. 600,
Pitco sounds good.
ETS, 600-man land out of
75 out of Montreal.
Montreal. Thank you, our producer Dampfire. He brings a little levity here and equals everybody out. A little bit of gayness.
He's the Robin.
He's definitely a little.
He's the Robin for Stern Show.
Yes, he is the Robin. Not black.
I don't think you should do that, Howard. Oh, we're gonna get our titties out.
So ETS is out of Ottawa?
No, it's out of Montreal.
Montreal.
Is that French territory?
Yes, it is.
It's
The whole website's in French.
French people are cheaters. I'm not going.
That's true.
Well,
ETS.ca.
Everyone that's French cheats.
Tournament, Antec
no, they're
tournaments,
not. Yeah, they do.
CS tournament. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, maybe their definition of cheat is different than
Half
ours.
of it's in English. We are happy to announce that.
Yeah, the topic is in French, and then the rest of the body is in English.
Oh, look, this one is welcome, and this one's in French.
It's a pretty big land. I mean,
they're confused.
How
though.
far is that from here?
Montreal's a day trip. You could actually make it in a day.
24 hours?
Less.
You can make it in 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and that might be something worthy to go. I mean,
Right, it would
you have
have
to have
to-
a passport though to get across the border and everything.
yeah, now you do. Now
That
you
sucks.
Do.
And on that topic, anybody traveling over the Canadian border or the Mexican border, I don't know how to go that way. Anybody traveling over the Mexican or Canadian border, they will have the ability to search your computer for anything. And if they find
What do you mean, like power it on, check for porn?
anything,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
porn,
I think it's like more like child pornography.
they're not-
CP.
they're looking for. I think it's more
terrorists.
copyrighted material, not so much.
Really?
child-
So how are they
Yeah.
going to verify that? I mean, think about it. Think about
I
it.
don't
like-
know. They just said if they suspect it, all they have to do is suspect it.
Oh well, let me see. I have a car full of 4 or 5 gamers and all of their equipment, and there's no reason to suspect that they would have any copyrighted material.
Yeah. So if you do plan to go to that land, I would maybe ship your computer.
Ship your hard
It always
drive.
sounded risky to me.
Yeah.
I always have
Yeah.
this fear that it's not
Yeah.
going to hit the right distribution center. And I'm gonna
That's
be...
why I have a RAID 5, and I send 5 packages, and then when it gets there, at least some of the parity will be able to rebuild my machine.
And then you come with a bunch of blank drives in case any get missing.
Yep. Yeah.
Actually, in that situation, I think one would probably ghost their hard drive, leave that copy at home, so that way they can retrieve their information later.
Yeah, but but on the subject of lands, that's a big one.
How long is it? I wasn't looking.
Another big one in the area is digital overload. That one recently passed us this last weekend, couple weekends ago
We
in
had
March.
plans for Digital Overload, didn't we?
No, I don't think so.
No, that was last year.
I had to work. I couldn't go to it.
Last year, I remember the plans. I was part of those plans. And never
I went
happened.
last year. That was fun. That was a fun land. What's another one? There's Maryland Land Gamers is having one. I just saw a post about that.
Yep. Make sure you include the dates when you talk about this, because Pitco's a day. By the way.
Pitco is only a day.
Yeah,
So if
Actually-
you don't want to go too far. If
It's
you're too
March.
far away,
It's March what?
21st to 22nd.
March 21st. Extreme Lands is
No,
in
that's not right. It's the
Yes,
20,
March
28th.
Right
March
here.
21st.
Oh, shit. Is it really?
Yes.
It's only one day.
Oh, 21st. Right, yeah,
Yeah,
21st.
March 21st is 24
That's a
hours.
Saturday.
It's $35.
Wow,
and
it's $2,335?
25 or 35, depending on if you pay in advance or at the door.
And they always fill
okay.
out too. So
Right.
that's
So
why
you want to
it
make
sounds
sure
great.
you get on the list for that one. Extreme Lands is in Delaware. It's only a 10 to 12 hour land.
I forgot to get on the list for the Pitco. I'm getting on it now.
And their land is free, which is good to generate interest and whatnot. Obviously, free lands are really good. Unfortunately, it is the same day as other lands, as the Pitco and whatnot. GXL's coming up. Don't forget.
Woo, mini.
Don't forget to register for that as well.
What day is
They
that,
always
Rick?
fill up.
That is April 3rd through the 5th.
Yes, that's correct.
And they are $40.
$40 flat fee.
Sign up. Yeah, flat fee.
You get to prepay, and you don't get to pay or pay less if you prepay.
If you want to pay less, go to Payless. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
Payless.com. All right, one sec.